ranking the best safeties in Madden 25. And boys, we are back here with another tier list update. Today we're going to take a look at the safety position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now before we go ahead and get into the new cards today, I want to take a look at the old list where I think a lot has changed. And for a lot of cards, I feel like at this point, we got to come down 2 tiers, especially with the combine cards. And now with John Lynch, I am very much debating where he ranks right now. I think with the Avalanche, like that value, I think I can slightly put him in the A tier. I will say I did think about B tier, and I might move him by the time we're done with this list, but this is going to be the base tier list before we get into the new cards. And the first card we do have is a team captain update where we get Pat Tillman, and Pat Tillman's up to a 96 overall with 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 5'11" still. That didn't change. 90 man, 90 zone now. Does get all 32 team chems. Kind of, I don't want to say easy to get him up to a 99 speed, but you would do that by running a 40-20 theme team or a 20-20-20. So yeah, that's how you would get them up to 99 speed. And besides that as well, big hitter training, yes, play ball in air balance. They do get discounted abilities now. Now it's not the best by any means, but like this card you would run, I mean, like the 2 AP mid zone. It's just, in my opinion, still not good at this point. 1 AP pick artist as well. You do get deep zone for 3. I still think his best role is as like a loop defender, but like as an overall top safety right now, I don't think it's great. Isn't the worst spot for him. And you could say he's like the best one indeed. Now, again, I think if you run like him on a theme team, get up to 99 speed, I could see C tier. Yeah, I mean, buy this other Cam Chancellor card too. I mean, like, again, debatable C tier, but I'm gonna have him in the D tier. Now, after that, we do get Paul Krause, and Paul Krause right here, you can upgrade this card. We're gonna rank him based on the full 98, of course. He's 6'3", so really good height, 97 speed, 96 acceleration, good agility, change direction, 90 man, 99 zone coverage. Also this time, big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. Usually love Paul Krause cards, and this card as well right here gets a great ability stack. I mean, mid zone pick artist for 1 AP, really good. And I think this is a card that for a while could have been debatably S tier. I just think right now safety is so loaded where it's like mid zone pick artist isn't even really that crazy anymore, right? I think B tier, maybe A tier for this card too. Again, this is another all 32 team chem guy, so you could get him up to 99 speed, which I think that's what debatably makes him A tier. And like John Lynch, again, I feel like his value is Avalanche. That's why he's like ranking a little bit higher for me. Could bring John Lynch down, but I'm gonna have Paul Krause in B right now. After that, we get a pretty similar card with Xavier Watts, and what I mean by that is, I mean, it's the 32 team chems, right? Ways to get him up to 99 speed. 2 40-40 theme teams with both team chem. Combine strategy item gives the speed, and also Kurt gives the speed as well. So there's multiple ways to get him up to 99 speed. If you just have a 40-40 theme team, if you just have a 40-40 Kurt in the lineup, and also that combine strategy item, 99 speed. And 90 man, 90 zone, 6 foot. This time play ball and air aggressive as well, which is nice. And this card, again, kind of similar to the card we just covered with the fact that gets the mid zone, gets the pick artist, like 1 AP total. I like him a lot. And again, this is another card that I think debatably in the A tier. It's just safety is just so loaded. It seems kind of crazy to put back-to-back cards in the B tier that I think are so good. Like, these are still great options. It's just there are, I think, a step above these guys, and I think I'm gonna move John Lynch down. I like the Avalanche, I do. I just think the cards we're gonna cover, I think it'll make sense why there's like a gap between A and S with these cards. And now right after that, we do get Champs Reward Jordan Whitehead, and this card right here is 5'10", 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 96 zone coverage. Does have the big hitter training, yes, on play ball and air aggressive. And this card, of course, does get some discount abilities where it's mid zone and pick arts again coming together for 1 AP. I do think he is really good, and oh man, this is where it gets tough because it's like we could probably separate this tier again because I feel like he should be by like Brian Dawkins with the mid zone pick arts for 1. It's kind of in a tough spot, but like Brian Dawkins and Jordan Whitehead, we're kind of in a tough spot with this B tier because I think they're all pretty similar from an ability standpoint. It's like Paul Krause and Xavier Watts are going to be that little bit faster with all the team chems, and Paul Krause's base speed 2 points faster than these guys. It's tough. It's just I don't want to have like a 2-card C tier, so I think I'm just going to leave Brian Dawkins and Jordan Whitehead on this B tier level. Then after that, we do get Ken Houston, and Ken Houston is 6'3", 96 speed, 97 acceleration, 90 man, 95 zone as well with the big hitter trade on yes, play ball and air balance. Now for base abilities on the card, I would go the deep end and the mid zone for 1, and then you could also run the pick artist for 0. So I think this right here is a step above what we've covered so far, and for me, this is why Ken Houston I think is deserving of this A tier. After that, we also get Brian Thomas Jr., who is 6'3", 209, all 32 team chems, so can easily get him up to 99 speed. Out of position card, of course, should have started with that, but 98 zone coverage, not the best man, not the best suppressed. This time has play ball and air conservative, which we don't love, but this time for his abilities and everything, he can go ahead and get the deep zone and the mid zone and the pick artist coming together for 3 AP. It's a little much in AP, I'll be honest, but that's like everything you really need. On top of that, you can get like a tip drill for 0 if you did want it. It's not terrible. I don't think he's like insane. I do think he's on this like A tier. Like, I think he's a step above these guys with the speed, with the abilities. Like, it's like like everything you would need for a safety. 3 AP is runnable, but it's just like you can't run 3 AP on everyone. So like I think Brian Thomas is really, really great though. After that, we get 96 overall Nick Krause, and this card is 6 foot, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 90 man, 95 zone coverage. This time, no big hitter, play ball and air balance. And for his abilities this time, mid zone for 1. I just really don't think this card's good. Like I don't. This Nick Krause card, I think mid zone for 1 at this point, it's like baitably D tier, but I think I could place him in the C tier. After that, we get 96 overall Mathieu, and this card is 5'9", 190, 96 speed, 95 acceleration with great man, great zone, great press. Also, no big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. And of course, Mathieu this time, from an ability standpoint, he can go ahead and get the mid zone for 0, which is nice. Besides that, I mean, you don't get the pick artist for like 1. I feel like that's what holds the card back. Flat zone for 1 is nice, but I think he's just on a similar level to like Derwin James, and I'd even debatably say Derwin James is better than this card. I think he's a C tier level safety. After that, we get combine Amani Hooker, and this card right here is 5'11", 210, 96 speed, 98 acceleration with 90 man, 97 zone, and this time play ball and air aggressive as well. But these combine cards, why they're so good, of course, is their ability. So built on jukebox and flat zone for 0. And besides that, he also does get base abilities right here where you can rock the deep zone for 1, the mid zone for 0. And he does get separate buckets right here. So deep zone, mid zone right here. You can go secure tackler for 0 as well. The pick artist for 0. You can then run stonewall, extra pop, deflator, form tackler. Like kind of seeing why, like, again, why was there a new S tier? Because of cards like this. And Amani Hooker, I think, again, easy addition to the S tier. After that, we also get Isaiah Simmons, and Isaiah Simmons right here, who's all strong safeties plus 1 speed. So I feel like that's already like S tier value. He's 6'4", crazy tall, 97 speed, 97 acceleration with 96 man, 97 zone. Also, no big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. And Isaiah Simmons this time, again, abilities. He can go ahead and get acrobat and jukebox built on for 0. Not the best for a strong safety, but besides that, let's check out his just base abilities as well, where deep zone for 1, mid zone for 0, secure tackler for 0. You can rock the pick artist for 0 as well. Very similar abilities. Now, I will say I think Isaiah Simmons does kind of clear Amani Hooker. They're both going to be S tier players for me. Like they're both absolutely elite. After that, we get another combine card right here. We get Malcolm Jenkins, who is 6 foot, 97 speed, 97 acceleration. Great man, great zone. This time, no big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. And of course, Malcolm Jenkins abilities on the card: jukebox for 0, flat zone for 0. And then for his base abilities, of course, does get the avalanche. He can also get reinforcement, which this is what I would run. I would run reinforcement plus mid zone knockout, because reinforcement is all knockouts, like for instance, medium route knockout, deep route knockout, short route knockout, and man coverage. Mid zone, flat zone, deep zone, and zone coverage doesn't give reaction time. But if you combo reinforcement with mid zone, kind of turns into universal at that point, because you'll get reaction time everywhere with mid zone. So reinforcement plus mid zone is a combo I would run. Think that's great. You can run secure tackle as well. So many 0 AP abilities. And again, I do think Malcolm Jenkins is another card that's better than Amani Hooker. But for me, these are going to be the 3 S tier cards. Like they are just absolutely elite. And I'm having trouble seeing how much better cards can get than these combine ones. After that, we do get team of the year. We get team of the year Xavier McKinney, who is 6 foot, 201, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, great man, great zone, no big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. And of course, Xavier McKinney at this time does get some discounts. And we look at it player specific right here. He gets deep zone, pick artist for like 1. It's just like at this point, man, like this is tough because you just saw the combine cards, right? And then on top of that, I mean, he's a mid zone for 1, pick artist for 1 guy, you know, like, is what it is. He's not bad. I just don't think he's like an elite level player. And I do think we have enough space now where we can make like kind of like a new B tier almost. Or I think like from Hickman over right here is going to be our new C tier. And yeah, I'm liking this a little bit more. We kind of went, I don't want to say crazy, but like we definitely have separated it quite a bit. And yeah, I like this quite a bit more because this is like more along the lines of my thoughts on like safety. Like now after that, we do get Kyle Hamilton. 6'4" height is amazing, 97 speed, 97 acceleration with great man, great zone, also big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. Kyle Hamilton this time for his discount abilities, he gets mid zone pick arts already right here for 1 AP if you did want to run that, but can run like secure tackler, tip drill, extra pop, go the deep end knockout for 0. He also gets flat zone for 0, which if you do want to play him in outside corner is kind of nice. Also flat zone should be good in the red zone as well, like potentially. So I would still go flat zone right here. It's kind of weird to run flat zone on a safety, I know, but I think it can do really, really good in the red zone. Yeah, besides that, I mean, you could swap out like maybe like the pick artist. But yeah, I think Kyle Hamilton is debatably in the S tier. Like I think Kyle Hamilton is like the best card in A. I just don't think he's as good as the combine guards, you know, like he's so close for me. Like, I can definitely see the argument for S, and I think he's better than Ken Houston and Brian Thomas. Like, my final like full thoughts would be like Kyle Hamilton A, Ken Houston, Brian Thomas B, these cards C, D, and then F for these cards. But I feel like that's a little bit much. He's my safety number 4 in the game, and I think that's debatably S. Like, I don't hate to take you have him in S here. I can totally see that. Then finally right here, we do get the rank reward Minkah Fitzpatrick, which from looking at this card, I think they're gonna have to up him crazy to really get people excited about ranked. I mean, he can be up to 99 speed, which is cool. Great man, great zone. Play ball near aggressive, but let's talk about the abilities. Like, this is pretty shit compared to the combine cards. Deep end pick artist for 0. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, just again, and I hate the take that some people are like, oh wow, you value abilities too much in your tier list or the card. Are we playing the same game? I mean, if we're gonna be real, it's been abilities for like 3 to 4 years now, I think. Maybe 3, I don't know, I can't count. But dude, it's been like this for a while. Like, I don't know, man, that's pretty bad. Like, that is really bad. This card I think is maybe like C. I mean, that's even being nice. I would potentially even put him in the F tier. Like, he's just really not good. Like, he's just not, like, deep end pick art is not a good stack. Even for 0, it's just not good. Like, I would probably run everyone in C tier over him. I'd probably run like all the mid zone pick arts guys for 1 over him, like 1,000,000%. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in the D tier. Like, I don't think he looks good at all, and hopefully they change him. Like, really what they should do, or what they should have did, okay, ranked reward, 0 AP universal, which sounds kind of nuts, but like, I mean, are we looking at the combine cards? Just give him something crazy, for especially for top 100. It's just kind of the point where we're going to get with cards where they need 0 AP X factors to be better than combine, you know? So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today though, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, I have been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So watching the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. If you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.